I like playing games more than having 3 meals a day. That's what my friends tell me, and I think it's true. Of course, I try to do what I have to do and then enjoy my hobby. I'm studying and job hunting properly.
Tabata-kun, you have huge dark circles around your eyes. What were you doing?
I got really into the game yesterday. There's a tournament coming up.
Oh. There is a tournament? For games? I heard that for the first time. That's so weird.
Recently, I got a girlfriend, so I was spending time with her. But a month later...
I was so disappointed that you were a gloomy gamer. You're good looking and smart, so I started dating you, but... After all, tournaments and training for games? That's so stupid.
Huh? Oh, maybe I made you think I only prioritize games?
Besides, all of my friends' boyfriends are highly educated and rich, but my boyfriend is a gamer. Ugh, I can't stand that. You're just so lame and gloomy. I was disillusioned.
Highly educated, rich. That's all that matters to you, huh? In that case, I also don't want you. Let's break up. My ex, Nanami Hayami, is a popular girl on campus. Rumors of our breakup spread quickly. And for some reason, I ended up being told as a hopeless game addict. The last winter of my university life was a tough one. Don't you think it's unreasonable? It can't be helped if our values are too different. But why would she do this to me? When I complain in chat to a friend on an online game, I get a reply saying, "I'm sorry for you. Thanks for comforting me, Neko Neko Nekotaro. I hope we can get along well, even when I become a working adult." It's true that it's not good to be too addicted to games. However, I think the idea that games equals evil is short-sighted. 3 years later, I'm 25, and I recently changed jobs and started working at a new company. My name's Kaname Jabata. I'm an engineer working at Love Koi, an electronics manufacturer.
Good morning, Jabata-kun. You're early too.
Good morning, Akai-san. By the way, I heard that there's a board game cafe nearby. Did you know?
I've been working here since I graduated, but I didn't know that. I'm free on the weekends, so let's go together.
Her name is Shoko Akaishi. It turned out that she also likes games. Good morning! Hey Kaname, let's go to the sales department! He's Futo Usui. Although he's a bit off, he has a good personality. We're the same age, and he's the first friend I made after changing jobs. Huh? What business do you have with them every day? Isn't it still before the working hours? Usui seems to have a woman in the sales department that he's interested in, but he seems embarrassed to go alone, so he invites me all the time. I don't care about that. When I go alone, we always run out of things to talk about. Let's go! Akaishi-san saw me off, and I reluctantly decided to accompany him. It's my first time visiting the sales department. There are many gorgeous women working in sales admin. When Usui arrived on the floor and saw a certain woman, his expression immediately softened. But I recognized that woman. She also looked at me like that.
Jabata-kun, why are you here?
Hayami, right? Long time no see. I've been working as an engineer here since last week. Huh? Do you both know each other? Usui looks at me and Hayami alternately. Hayami immediately smiled and chuckled.
We went to the same university, but no surprises here. You always liked games, so engineering seems to be a good fit. Usui-kun, he gets too excited and becomes forgetful, so be careful.
She says deliberately in a voice that can be heard by those around us. I could feel the sarcasm. You also say things like that, huh? Kaname, don't do anything clumsy, okay? However, everyone around us, including Usui, apparently thought it was a joke. It's the worst. Well, it was a blessing in disguise that we are in a different department. Hayami-san is cute, so a lot of guys approach her. I won't lose to you just because you have the advantage of knowing her. Don't worry, I'm not interested in the slightest. She's been popular with guys since her college days. Well, I was one of the guys who got caught up in it too. When I returned to my department with Asai, there was another person who I was having a bit of trouble with. Oh, good morning, Kotoka-san! Good morning. It's almost time to start work. Especially Usui. Aren't you supposed to go in a meeting? Oh no! I'm sorry! He's Etsushi Kotoka. He is the son of the president, and although he's just a year older than me, he's a supervisor. He's the next president and is a workaholic with no expression on his face. He's not a bad person, but he never smiles and is very intimidating. Jebata, what happened to that hand? The boss looks at my palm. My hands are full of game calluses. A band-aid is wrapped around the index finger. This. I cut my finger on a piece of paper while preparing materials. It's not a big deal. Well, I see. Be careful. He's the type of person who is strict with himself and others, and just his presence creates tension in the office. By the way, the material submitted yesterday. Redo it. Check the sentence from the beginning. Huh? This is also read by the manufacturing department. Although there are some engineers, many employees are not. Readability is also important for materials shared with other departments. We are currently in a mess with the new system too. Be extra careful. Indeed. I may have written this with the assumption that experts would read it. Our company has recently been focusing on IoT in home appliances. Employees are busy dealing with this. Introducing IoT not only to products but also to our daily operation. The president said so enthusiastically. We have to work hard to meet his demands. When the chime rang to announce lunchtime, we were exhausted by the busyness of work and the pressure from our boss. For some reason, even the section manager. I'm going out. Make sure you take plenty of rest. Yes, thank you.
Thank you for your hard work, Jabata-kun. The boss works twice as much as us, and yet why does he look so cool?
I went home exhausted again today. It's now 11 p.m. Still, I play games, which is my only solace. It's an obsession. Nekotaro has just logged in too. It's amazing that he can log in every day even though he must be busy with work. When I told him I was going to a board game cafe on the weekend, he replied, "Me too." Oh, Nekotaro-san is also planning to go to the same cafe? Whoa, we're neighbors! I didn't know! I think I can get along well with Akaishi-san too. It would be fun if 3 of us could play together. Although it was a short time, I was able to play to my heart's content and fell asleep feeling happy.
So, you look even more haggard today.
A few days later, I've gotten used to my job, but my stress doesn't seem to be decreasing. I might be hated by my boss. I don't feel like we're getting closer at all, and his gaze is always sharp.
He's like that with everyone, is what I'd like to say, but he was kind of glaring at your hands, wasn't he? Jabata-kun's job is to support his work, so I guess that's why he's stricter with you? Oh? Jabata-kun and Akaishi-san, was it?
Hayami appears, smiling, but her gaze towards me remains cold.
There aren't many women in the engineering department, is there? Akaishi-san, would you like to eat with the sales department ladies over there? I think there are some things that can only be discussed between girls, and Jabata-kun is insensitive. So, you know. No thanks. I like hanging out with him, so don't worry about it. Oh, yeah? Well, if you feel like it, give me a shout. I would be happy if we could talk even just for lunch.
Hayami leaves without saying a word to me. Akaishi-san was a little confused.
Was Hayami-san always like that? I was told she was more relaxed, or rather, soothing. She never says bad about people, so... Jabata-kun, have you done something terrible in the past? Should I call the police on you?
Well, actually... No! Hey! There's no way I'd do that! How rude! Hey! Why were you talking to Hayami-san while I was away? You should have held her back! I wanted to talk to her! Kaname! You and Hayami-san get along so well! Show your communication skills only to your boss, idiot! Shut up! I don't get along with either of them! And gosh, that bowl is huge! I tried to invite my boss out for a drink, but he just said, "I'm busy. If we're going to work together, I want to get along, but it's okay. I have a game. There are friends on the other side of the screen." Heh!
Don't run away from reality. You have us, Jabata-kun. You like online games, right? What kind of people are your friends?
Are they women? Are they? Damn it! Don't get ahead of me! I don't know. But they call themselves Watashi, I think. Then, Akai-san looks a little sullen.
The game you're playing, what's the title? Maybe I play it too. If I don't, I'll start playing it right away. 'Cause I'm curious about who your friends are?
Oh, really? I thought it would be fun to play online games with you, Akai-san. Hey, wait! Don't leave me out of the group! While we were having fun, a familiar voice came from behind me. I don't appreciate you making noise in the cafeteria. Boss, sorry. I'll be careful. I was looking for help. Can all three of you please help me with some chores? The sales director asked me to fetch something from the reference room. I want to finish it quickly. Wait, there's a tough person who dares to ask him to do chores? It's like they are volunteering to receive that absolute zero cold glare.
Our female sales director is a sucker for handsome faces. For her, even a scornful glare is a reward.
From the reference room, I put the materials on a trolley and head to the sales department. I don't want to run into Hayami again. I don't feel comfortable being told this and that in front of my boss and the others. Hey, why are you hiding behind me? Oh, you have a surprisingly wide back. I feel like relying on you for the first time. Oh, stop it. Don't praise me so much. I'm not happy to be praised by a guy, damn it.
You're so happy.
Then, at the corner of the passage, hiding behind Usui had no effect.
Hey everyone! Oh, and Kotoka-san too.
Director Kobayashi asked me to bring some materials. I heard that other sales department employees are busy. The boss tilts his head slightly as everyone doesn't seem to be busy at all. You were tricked, boss.
I guess the director misunderstood something. Anyway, I'll help you too.
The women in the sales office became excited. Then, Hayami looked at me and came towards me.
Kotoka-san, is Jabata-kun doing okay? Isn't he causing you inconvenience? He seems sincere and good at his job, but he's actually a gamer.
Whoa, she said it right away.
That's surprising. He looks athletic, though. I often hear that people who love games can't focus on their work. He must be causing a lot of trouble. That's biased. What's wrong with playing games? I play some too. What? Akaishi-san too? That's surprising. It's such a waste even though you're pretty.
You can make fun of me all you want, but don't involve Akai-san. And that has nothing to do with work. Boss, I'm sorry. I'm acquainted with her, so you should just leave her alone. No. He sighs lightly. Maybe he's become disillusioned in me? In other words, Hayami-san, you're making fun of them because they're gamers. Is that right? Then what you need to do is crystal clear. You should apologize to them for looking down on them for baseless reasons.
What? Huh?
Hayami's taken aback by his sharp response. So are we. Both Jabata and Akaishi have a serious attitude toward work, and they do their jobs well. They also have excellent communication skills. In particular, Jabata studies every day after work to get more certifications. They are the most serious people I have seen. Huh? They do what they have to do and enjoy their hobbies. What is the problem with that? Games also helped me learn programming. I don't have a reason to think it's bad.
But I don't have a good image of someone who is addicted to games, you know. Impression is important.
So, are you saying that all people who drink alcohol are alcoholics? That's sheer stupidity. Anime, manga, games, these are all common hobbies now.
I mean, I guess you sometimes get attracted by the difference between your looks and personality. I get that. But they're still not as good as you, Kotoka-san. I think loving music and stuff as a hobby is more attractive. You know what I mean?
Hayami is desperately trying to talk things out, but what she's saying is incoherent. I see. So, if you learn that I play online games every night under the name Neko Neko Nekotaro, what would you say?
Huh?
Everyone froze at the utterly unexpected line. What did you just say? I said, I am Neko Neko Nekotaro. How is this person saying that with a straight face? So, you said you have a bad impression towards gamers, but the man in front of you is also a gamer.
No way.
Either way, you have no right to mock me. If you can only judge people on the surface of things, then I advise you to keep your opinions to yourself. Do you understand what I'm saying? If so, don't you have something to say to my subordinates?
Well, I play puzzle games too. I don't know about having a bad impression towards gamers.
I also bought a new game the other day. Hayami-san is weird these days, isn't she?
I thought the same, Hayami-san. Are you somehow angry with Jabata-kun?
Of course, no one agreed with Hayami, and there was no room for argument.
I'm sorry. Jabata-kun. Kaiji-san too.
Hayami apologized to us, her shoulders shaking. Well, you can have your opinion. If you don't like people playing games, that's fine. But stop discriminating, and I hope you never speak to us again.
Okay.
Let's see. Hayami-san, I believe you should first do something about your work attitude and constant mistakes you make at work.
Ugh.
If you just flatter people and don't do much work yourself, you won't grow as a person. Well, that's all for now. Let's go. Before we knew it, a crowd of people had gathered around us. And when the boss started walking, they started to disperse like Moses dividing the sea.
He's still so cool, even if his name was Nekotaro.
I hurriedly chased after the boss. What is it? Are you disappointed that I was your gaming friend? No. Oh, wait, huh? You knew that was me? You've posted a video of your hands when you were playing the game, right? I also found out from your personality and choice of words. A fighting game callus, mouse callus, pen callus. The pad of your thumb also has thick skin. What is this callus from? Oh, so you were watching my hands to check that out? I mean, why didn't you just tell me the truth? Was it necessary? A game is a game. Real world is real world. That's why I use honorific language only in games.
But I was so surprised. Your hobby and nickname were just so unexpected.
The name. My younger sister in high school decided on it. Well, it's just that I didn't want that woman to mock you guys. The next president is a game geek. People won't mock you anymore for having the same hobby as me. Boss, you're so cool! I'll follow your example for the rest of my life! Right, Kaname? Of course! The future of this company is bright! Hooray! Regardless of the boss's cold stare, we started to have fun. After that, of course, he scolded us. After that, Hayami's reputation suddenly deteriorated after that incident. Hayami had built her image as a soothing beauty. There is no way anyone was attracted to the gap between that and her true nature. Women in the same department started talking behind her back, and she was scolded by her boss every day. She asked me for help once, saying, "It's hard because I don't have a safe place anymore. Can we start over again?" But I politely declined, saying, "I have someone I'm interested in right now, and I don't want to be friends with you." In the end, Hayami, who was mentally exhausted, requested a transfer and went to a rural branch office. And a month later, Kotoka-san was in a slightly better mood than usual today. An assistant engineer came to handle the unexpected work that arose. Apparently, he's boss's childhood friend. Echi-san, it's been a while. I guess the last time I was at the board game cafe last month. Thanks for what you did that time. By the way, it seems that my sister will be attending a university nearby starting this spring. I see. That's why Rin-chan came to our cafe and asked me to hire her. Huh?
The boss goes there too, huh? I didn't know.
Maybe we should invite him? Boss, we're going to the board game cafe tomorrow. How about joining us? I have more time these days. So, sure. Was it that surprising? For some reason, Akai-san reflexively hugged my arm. Akai-san, what is it? I hope I'm wrong, but are you trying to keep me in check?
But Shibata-kun always talks about Nekotaro-san happily, so I can't let my guard down, even against men.
Wait, that's a misunderstanding! I'm much more interested in you, Akai-san! It's true!
I can't believe that just yet. I'm also trying to master the game you guys play, so wait for me!
What are you guys saying? There's no way I'll take him from you. He can't help but laugh out loud. This is the first time I've seen him laugh, and it was surprising. After all, you can't judge people based on impressions alone. So, I will continue to try my best to understand everyone more.
Go-san, please clean it up. It's almost opening time.
A reproachful voice calls out to me as I'm fiddling with my computer. Got it. Well, Rin, you're so good at your job. I can rely on you. My name's Go Shimoto. I'm 30 and run a small cafe. I'm single. Her name's Rin Kotoka. She's a college student and the only employee of the cafe. She's so petite that she's often mistaken for a high school student. Well, it's such a small cafe, and customers rarely come. Oh, welcome. Huh?
Oh my. I thought I was having deja vu, but it was your store, huh? Poor Go Shimoto. I came here because a friend recommended it to me, but it's terrible. I wouldn't have come if I'd known.
She's my ex, Lara Suga. As you can see, she's the villain in the story. Well, sort of.
Huh? You two know each other?
Yeah, actually, we had a certain drama in the past. That was 3 years ago.
Go-kun, you own a cafe, right? Looking forward to it.
Well, this is my cafe.
Wow, I'm so happy.
I'll treat you to a cup of coffee if you like.
What? This little cafe? I can't do poor business owner. Break up with me.
So quick! We met at a matchmaking party 2 weeks before. I was dumped without hardly having a chance to talk about myself. I don't like to tell this pathetic story to girls. You know, there's a wall between me and her that we couldn't get over, so...
I just didn't want a poor business owner.
She neatly summed up in one sentence.
He's disproportionate to me, a CEO's daughter. And what? You're hooking up with a young girl because you can't get a girlfriend?
It's true that I haven't been able to get a girlfriend, but can you please not say it in a misleading way?
I don't care. Well, it was good just for a laugh. Well, bye-bye then.
And she left. She's a rough spender, but she's so stingy at times like this.
She was troublesome, wasn't she? Go-san, are you depressed?
Well, that was like having an old wound gouged out and my guts come out with it.
Ugh, that's a fatal wound. It must be painful. Then, marry me.
What the heck is wrong with you all of a sudden? No, I'll be punished if I mess with a college girl 10 years younger than me.
Such difficulties are trivial. We're committed to each other's future. Why won't you look me in the eye? Go-san, you're always dodging this conversation like that. I can't take it anymore.
I'm giving in to you too. You came in here like every day and asked me to hire you.
What is it? Aren't you happy to be with a pretty girl in uniform in this small space?
That sounds so wrong. If I affirm that, someone will call the police on me.
I'm asking if you're happy. Aren't you happy to be with me?
Of course I'm happy. Rin, you're so cute today too. You're eye candy. Thank you. Oh, whoa. The man who opened the door is looking at me with disgusted eyes. He's Etsushi Kotooka, Rin's brother. Can I call the police? I'm very sorry. Please forgive me. I see. You're aware of your sins. Please wait. Let me make an excuse. Put down your phone. Etsushi is the next president of the company his parents run.
Nissan, you look kind of tired. Is something wrong?
Well, I'm surrounded by women as soon as I walk around town. This happens all the time these days. The other day, the daughter of some CEO made a pass at me. That was a real bummer. Are you bragging? I charge 500 yen per minute to listen to you brag.
Don't make your jealousy so obvious, Go-san. Besides, you have me, don't you?
Don't hug me in front of Onisan. I'll be socially obliterated. Who's your Onisan again? You laid your hands on my sister? I did not! Didn't you come here for something? Etsushi-san sighs deeply and loosens his clenched fist a little. I'm scared. You're right, I don't have much free time. Let's change the subject. Shimoto, why don't you stop working freelance for good and become our exclusive? Your abilities are well known in every company. Frankly, it would be a shame to let you go after the current project is over. I would really like to have you in a large project that's been going on for several years. The usual solicitations. But I just like working anytime I want while running a cafe, so...
That's right. Go-san loves freedom.
Well, I'll say one more thing then. Rin, I hear you're prioritizing your part-time job over lectures. It's not like you're strapped for cash, right? Why?
Huh? Well...
Tuition's not free. Unless you have a good reason, it is your duty to study hard. As long as you keep frequenting this cafe, I can't have a good impression of Shimoto's personality either. I admit I'm not being very logical, but you know what I mean, right?
Yes. Sorry, Nissan. You're right. I was wrong about what my priorities.
Rin is depressed. Etsushi-san said nothing more, drank a cup of coffee and left. Well, Etsushi-san is right. I thought since it's you, you'd be fine, but... Rin-chan, you're a sophomore in college right now, right? If you're skipping your classes, I can't overlook it either.
Right. Sorry.
No need to apologize, but if your parents are paying for your tuition, then you should study properly.
I'm not good at studying, and I wanted to cherish my time at this cafe. Selfish, isn't it?
I can't leave her alone when she looks this dismayed. Why don't you attend the lectures and do your assignments and stuff here? I hardly get any customers anyway.
Go-san, is that okay?
I'm always sitting at the counter fiddling with my computer, right? It's no different from that. If you don't understand something, I'll teach you.
Are you really that smart, Go-san?
Yes, I am. After all, I graduated from Todai.
What? I've never heard that before. I never thought you graduated from the University of Tokyo.
Wrong. It's Tokyo Electric University.
I'm sorry. I don't know that uni.
What? It's a good university with a long history, though. Rin-chan giggles. It seems to have eased her mind a bit. Then Monday, Rin-chan comes to the cafe right after her lecture.
After all, only a few customers came on Saturday. We need to clean up the front of the cafe to make a good impression. Well, I'm more happy about having some alone time with Go-san. The other day, you said I want to be here all the time because I want to be alone with you, Rin-chan.
No one said that. She's a bit delusional sometimes.
Oh my. You're that part-time girl at Shimoto-kun's cafe. Well, you're smirking all by yourself. Oh, it's you, the money-loving ex-girlfriend. Don't remember me in a weird way. What a cheeky kid. Kid? I'm an adult, you know. Don't you feel sad working in this shabby cafe? There are better places to work. I'm sure the cafe is always in the red anyway. It was a really good decision to break up with him. Well, it's true that the cafe's always in the red. Of course it is. That's not surprising. It's so darn lame. He's 30 and running a shabby cafe. If he has no income, why doesn't he get a part-time job? I've been wanting to say this for a while. He is rich, you know. His day job is an engineer. Engineer? I'm sure he sucks anyway. No, you're wrong. Go-san is a famous genius engineer. He's an amazing person. Wow. So do you think I will believe that story? I don't need any more excuses. I'm not interested in the poor guy.
Lara laughs with her boyfriend and just walks away. Rin-chan, I made you some coffee, so I was gonna ask you to join me for a drink. But, are you mad? What's the matter, Rin-chan? Did something happen?
No, nothing. I'm just frustrated. I can't believe she doesn't get the good parts of Go-san.
I'm not sure what's going on, but you were defending me, weren't you? Thanks, Rin-chan. She always gets upset when I pat her on the head, saying I treat her like a child. But on this occasion, she was quietly being patted.
Hey, is it true that your ex-boyfriend is a genius engineer? Let's find out if it's true.
Hey! I'd feel sorry for him if we did that. But let's do it anyway. Let's see if his name comes out.
Lara and her boyfriend searches my name at a stylish cafe. Why don't they talk about something more fun?
Let's see. Go Shimoto. Huh? I'm getting tons of search results. What is this? It can't be... It's true?
The project he was involved in is for that major company? He's the creator of the humanoid cleaning robot that became a hot topic on TV?
He must be a very rich man with high honor and status. I never noticed that. Hey, let's break up. You're not good enough for me after all.
What's going on all of a sudden?
Please pay the bill, though. Well then, goodbye.
Hey, wait!
I can't just leave him alone. I have to go now.
Lara left the cafe without noticing her boyfriend's painful expression. Ugh.
What's wrong? Go-san, do you have a cold?
I just gotta chill. I have a bad feeling about this.
Then it's time to get married and build a heartwarming family.
What do you mean then? There was no logical flow there.
Welcome! Hey, Shimoto-kun, you never told me.
A sudden visit of a complainer? What's with you all of a sudden?
I heard you're a famous engineer, and you make tons of millions of dollars a year. Why didn't you tell me? Don't you feel sorry for misleading me?
You're the one who misunderstood me without listening to me. That's way too selfish.
Stop making excuses. Apologize to me. And get back together with me? It would be an honor to date me, the CEO's daughter, right?
Get back with me? I'm sorry. We don't carry that kind of product here.
Don't make fun of me! I went to the trouble of breaking up with my boyfriend to get back together with you. In other words, it's your fault I'm single now. You have to take responsibility.
If you broke up with him on your own will, that's your responsibility. How selfish can you be?
That's right! There was never any chance for you to be with him in the first place. What? Outsiders shouldn't get involved. I'm not an outsider. I'm Go-san's fiancé. Fiancé? Huh. So you were into that kind of thing? Can't believe you would lay your fingers on a minor.
She's an adult! And it's our parents who made the arrangement. Don't make it sound wrong! Yes, Rinchan is supposed to be my fiancé. I only found out about it recently, though. Mom, I'm home. I'm sorry it's been a while.
Oh, Go, welcome home. Ah, you're getting old, and your fiancé has come of age this year. Don't you think it's a good time for you to get married?
Huh? Fiancé? What are you talking about?
You've got to be kidding me. It's the daughter of your dad's friend, Rinchan. You used to play with her a lot, right?
No way! I thought she was like a little sister to me. But is that how it was? I mean, a fiancé arranged by parents in this Reiwa period? Are you serious?
Why not? Rinchan seems happy too. She said she wants to have the wedding right now.
She wouldn't listen to my opinion, so I muted the conversation and left. But it was Rinchan who didn't give up. She identified my cafe and came barging in, and she persistently asked me to hire her as a part-timer. And here we are.
This is how I came to work for Go-san and nourish our love at this cafe.
No, it's a very simple and healthy relationship between an owner and a part-timer.
Therefore, it is useless for you to try to take Go-san. Besides, there's no way he would go back to being with you. You can only judge people by their money, and Go-san will never be interested in people like you. What the heck? You're just a kid, but so cheeky.
Lara became so emotional that she tried to grab Rinchan, but I quickly intervened and restrained her arm. Don't touch her. I can't stand it anymore.
Shut up! I'm telling you to take responsibility.
Lara swings her arm around and her long fake fingernail grazes my cheek. Whoa, it's sharp! Hey, what's that noise? Is there a fire? Etsushi appears with a wrinkled brow. Nice timing. Hey, Go, what are you doing? Huh? Aren't you from Sukato Koi Corporation?
You are Kotoka-san of Love Koi Corporation? What brings you here? You know each other? The world is a small place, isn't it, Nissan? What? Nissan? Does that mean her father is the president of Love Koi?
Yeah, she's my little sister. And this is... Ah, so she was the woman who hit on you that you were talking about?
How do you know that?
So you're hitting on Go this time? Or did Go make a pass at her? What's going on?
It's Lara-san who comes barging in here. I was thinking, when you made a pass at Nissan, weren't you still dating your ex?
Lara's face suddenly turns pale. She seems to have hit the nail on the head. Wait, explain the story to me, succinctly. My ex? Trying to get back together with me. I'm in trouble. I see, that's tough. Also, she said terrible things about Rinchan and tried to grab her. What? And hey, Go, what happened to your face?
Huh? That's... Hey! Why are you taking out your phone all of a sudden?
Of course I'm calling the police. Look back on your actions. Oh, and I'm gonna cancel the contract with your parents' company.
What? Why? My parents have nothing to do with this. Hey, you do something about it. Do something? I'm sorry, man. We're a self-service cafe.
It's a trust issue. You messed with my friend and my sister and caused trouble. This is a fact. Be sorry for yourself for not controlling yourself. But I'm sure you won't get it no matter how many times people tell you that. And Lara went on an even bigger rampage to escape. She ended up in the care of the police. After that, her parents' company could no longer do business with Etsushi's company. Sales dropped by almost half. In addition, Lara, angry that her parents blamed her and fired her, wrote a lot of slanderous comments about my cafe on the internet, and I filed a claim for defamation against her for this. She seems to never learn. I heard these payments were a big blow to her, a reckless spender. Now she's busy with her day job and taking care of her grandparents. She seems to have lost all her former vigor. Rinchan and I are running the cafe as usual. She is still studying hard.
I'm not happy.
About what?
I'm happy to be your fiancé, but you never look interested in me. I hit on you every day like this, though. Am I that unattractive?
No, that's not true. Well, I wasn't sure whether to tell you or not, but the reason I started the cafe was because I was lonely. Well, I hardly got any customers anyway, but that's why I have so much fun every day ever since you came here. Oh, I'm so embarrassed to say that. I'm supposed to be a full-grown man.
It's much more embarrassing for a big man to hide your feelings. Go-san, you're so dummy. Most girls will leave you if you stay that way. It's okay though, because it's me.
I see. I'm sorry, Rinchan. So, you know, I hope you'll stay with me forever. And she nods her head. I guess it's better to be honest all the time. Hello? Why are you up? Are you not home yet? I can't find a taxi, so I'm walking. I'll probably get home after 3 AM. Nice, I'm at work. I called you because I needed a break. I'm Tsubasa Mochizuki, a 26-year-old corporate drone engineer. It's already the next day, but at least I get to go home. Since I turned 26, I've been getting more and more work, and I can't just not do it. For real, we're losing in the game of life. Hey, Tsubasa, do you remember my dream? Tsubasa, if I ask you, let's... Suddenly, my friend, Daichi Kaneshiro, was breathing heavily, and his voice was cutting off. Daichi? Daichi? Are you okay? Hey! I kept calling out, but there was no response.
Kaneshiro-san? Kaneshiro-san? Kaneshiro-san, wake up! Kaneshiro-san! Ambulance!
No way. Oh, damn it. I realized what was going on. I felt the blood leave my face, and my breathing grew rapid. That's right, air exists. Breathe in, breathe out. Why am I forgetting? Losing the game of life. Can you never win once you've lost? What lies beyond the lost game? Daichi collapsed from exhaustion and was sent to the hospital. He never called again. I quit, but... what should I do? 3 months later, I realized how bad my situation was, and I quit on a whim. Now, I do freelance work, and my income is half of what it was. It was a terrible company, but they paid pretty well. It's tough if I want to make the same amount. I made a difficult promise. I decided to work as a temp until my freelance work was sustainable. Overtime was never longer than 2 hours and no weekends. Terrible working conditions were the norm in this industry. I was grateful.
To have an engineer like you come to us, we're grateful. One of the projects I'm leading is on fire right now. I'll have my hands full trying to put it out. The previous leader failed to oversee it properly. It was on the news.
Oh, the one where all the systems stopped working? Manager work is tough too. I greeted my project members and introduced myself. Wait, Asui? Yeah, I didn't think you would end up here. But you're a temp? This is Tenka Asui, my classmate in high school. He had a difficult personality. Wait, you couldn't find a real job? I guess you never did go to college. Jeez, he was like this in high school, and he hasn't changed. People always thought I was clumsy, but I could do most things, and I was pretty smart. One time, I destroyed Asui in a test, and he's resented me since. Heh, so sad you couldn't go to college. Now, there's proof that I'm much better than you. Why don't you graduate first before you brag? I guess you'll be leading this project when Yagi-san gets busy.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Oh, yeah, same. Another temp came in at the same time as me. I think her name was Mami Hinokawa. She's the complete opposite of a corporate drone like me, an extrovert.
This unlucky starving artist vibe? I stan!
We learned the general details and progress of the project from Yagi-san before she delegated the work. We were able to get to work sooner than I thought, but people are expecting a lot from me for this project. Don't get in my way. Especially you temps. I'll cut your contract immediately if you're useless. Losers better listen. At the meeting for Yagi-san's project, Asui started bragging. Everyone around him couldn't talk back and sat silently. That went on for a few days.
I heard that guy's uncle is a board member of this company. So, nepotism.
That's why he's like that. Well, I guess he's the project leader. By the way, why are you sitting next to me?
Why not? Our meeting was some kind of destiny. I wanted to get closer to you.
I came out here because I wanted to eat alone. Hinoka-san wanted to become a pastry chef, so she had gone to school for it, but the industry was hit hard by a certain illness. Finding a job didn't go as planned, so she switched to engineering.
Losing in life? It's tough. Does that mean my life is no good because I couldn't follow my dreams?
No, don't take all of that to heart.
You're pretty strong.
Making your dreams come true is hard. I remembered my friend Daichi. My chest tightened. Yagi-san was overseeing the progress, so there weren't any major problems. But Asui kept bothering me, so that was annoying. This paperwork, you do it by the end of the day. I sent it in the chat. Yes, sir. Pff, you had such good grades. Are you sure you can do this? Shut up. He really thinks I can't do my job. I'll just finish this before noon. Oof, I can't fix this error here. What should I do? I can't move forward. I can't look it up. Yagi-san's doing the other project today. The last letter in the comment is messing it up. It turns the next line into a comment too. What? Oh, you're right. I deleted it and it worked. Thank you. They must have seen me fix the problem with ease. The other members came pushing.
Mochizuki-san, can I ask you too?
Oh, okay.
What? Teach me too. Your birthday and your measurements.
That's not work related. I wasn't good at having people rely on me, but I also couldn't just ignore people in need. That little, getting all the attention as a temp. Hey you can't just do whatever you want. Excuse me, but your instructions have been different from the manual. Didn't I tell you before? That confuses the members and wastes time. Damn it! You're below me, and you're gonna fight me? As I try to get us on track, Asui started to hate me even more.
Mochizuki-san, are you okay? I'm sorry to rely on you even though you're a temp. I talk to Asui regularly, but it seems like he's a bit troublesome.
Well, you seem to be going through it too. You're good.
Yagi-san and Mochizuki-san's souls! Come back to us!
I had my freelance work too. Although not as bad as my last job, I was exhausted. A few days later, Hinoka-san invited me to an izakaya. I had said no, but she forced me. We're barely on track, but it's tough.
Yeah, you said your last job was a terrible company.
Yes, there were a lot of big jobs, so it was fun, but it wasn't worth it for the most part.
Now you're a temp and doing freelance. I feel like it's still hard.
That cuts deep. I have a goal. My best friend asked me to make a company that develops educational apps for kids.
For kids? That's unexpected.
His niece hates studying. They stopped going to school because of it. At the time, the kid's only hobby was watching game live streams on a tablet. Tsubasa, hear me out! Chika only talks about kitty cat Nekotaro. The kids only like him because he looks like a cat, right? Then, I'll make a nap full of cats and get back Chica's love. Help me! Your intentions are quite obvious. Who the heck is Kitty Cat Nekotaro? They recently showed up in the FPS world, and a bunch of live streamers are getting destroyed. The other day, they used their teammate, Tsuchinoko-don, as a shield and defeated the enemy with an axe. Does he not have a heart? He made a math game with cats and it was a hit with his niece. She started enjoying studying. Daichi saw his niece smile and decided that he wanted to make things for kids. My friend and I became corporate drones though, but he never forgot his dream. Make a company together and make a bunch of apps that make kids smile. But I couldn't take him by the hand and say let's do it. In a quiet office, he was working under the glow of his monitor. I imagined Daichi like that, and my chest tightened. The regret was bubbling back up.
That dream. Let me help.
What?
It's not too late. I'll help you start the company. That's my new dream. Let's finish up this project and chase after our dreams, okay?
Was she just being nice? But Hinoko-san's smile made me smile too. Thank you. The project was coming along nicely, but today was different. Whoops.
Huh?
Oh, the test program is gone? Is it my fault? Calm down, I'll just get it back. Asui's face was blue and he was squirming. I approached him. Wait, hey, did you delete the data? Oof. He must have thought it was the local server and deleted the shared folder. You made a backup, right? What's going on? You're gonna get the file back, right? Shut up and do something. He didn't have to tell me. I got to work, but I was able to retrieve what we had backed up, but the most recent additions, everything after the day before yesterday, I tried my best.
Wait, so we have to start over?
We have to report this to Yagi-san. Mochizuki, it's your fault. You couldn't restore the data, so it's your responsibility. Huh? The blame was unexpected. Hinokawa-san and I were in disbelief.
You deleted the data. Mochizuki-san didn't do anything wrong.
Shut up! You're gonna argue as a temp? Engineering is all about results. You were ordered to do it and couldn't. It's your mistake. You've always been defiant and it's annoying. Your contract is cut. Get out! He was shouting unreasonably. There was no use arguing. I understand. I'll leave. You're sure about this? I am. I never want to see you again, loser. I felt bad for Hinokawa-san and them, but I did as I was told. I contacted my temp agency. My rep was surprised, but they heard me out. We're losing in the game of life. Maybe Daichi had given up too. But I wanted to change because of you, Daichi. Okay, tomorrow's Friday. I'll do my freelance stuff this weekend. Monday, I got a call from the company.
I heard from Hinokawa-san. I'm so sorry.
No, Asui doesn't have the power to fire temps, right?
Exactly. I don't know what he's thinking. I know this is selfish, but can you come back?
Yes, I talked to the agency, and the contract isn't up yet. I'll come in today. On my way to work, Asui was called into the president's office.
I heard from Yagi. What do you have to say?
I was just kidding about the contract, and he took it seriously. Mochizuki has always been defiant toward me, and Yagi-san always takes his side. I'm the one that's being patient.
So that's Asui's side. I didn't teach him properly, it's my fault. No, you were dealing with trouble all day, every day. It's our fault for being lenient because we were short-staffed.
Asui seemed confused. Yagi-san faced him.
You were supposed to be the project manager of this project, but it was decided that you don't have the skills to lead and I was given the position. But I had to get involved in the other thing, so I let you run wild. That's it.
What? But I was doing well!
You were, thanks to Mochizuki-san.
The company had been looking for a capable engineer with lots of experience. That's why Hinokawa-san was chosen for her knowledge of certain programming languages, and I was chosen for my experience.
Mochizuki-san was involved in software and application development. The business chat app we always use, that was developed under Mochizuki-san.
What? That...
That's why I asked him to support you and the others, is what I think I told you in the beginning.
Yagi-san could only come in half of the week, but she kept close tabs on the project. She always warned Asui, but he never listened. Then, he cut my contract on his own. Any respect for him was lost. Then, what happens to me?
Man, I was worried you'd actually quit.
I got to work on time, and the members greeted me happily. For real, we're doomed without Mochizuki-san! It was a warmth I had never experienced in my last job. I couldn't help but smile. I'm sorry to worry you all. Hey, Mochizuki! Asui broke through the warm atmosphere. His face showed no grace. Why are you more respected than me? You're a loser who was too poor to go to college. I went to a famous university. I'm a project leader. Why am I below you? Education doesn't determine if you can do your job. Maybe that attitude is the problem. What?
Yeah, Mochizuki-san has been carrying you this whole time.
Hinokawa-san jumped in.
Your directions were always weird, and every time Mochizuki-san got us back on track. The data you deleted, it wasn't as big of a deal because Mochizuki-san restored it.
I could do it if I was asked to. Communication protocol is common knowledge.
Even if we followed protocol, you'd ignore it. Mochizuki-san didn't do anything wrong.
He couldn't say anything to Hinokawa-san. Asui was at a loss for words. I don't know what your standards are for winning and losing. I don't think it's important. More school makes you better? Full-time employees are better? You get to act up if you're appointed to the board? No, I don't have any of that. But I decide how my life goes. Everyone else does too. You're hurting yourself with that. I think you're the one that's losing here. Oof! Damn it!
Asui, you're no longer a part of this project. We're on the clock. Don't bother them. Also, we weren't finished talking.
Asui went pale. You were removed? Then, please, get out of the way. His face turned red, but he couldn't say anything with the Yagi-san there. He was called back to the president's office. Asui had tried to blame me and kick me out, but he was demoted. It was also revealed that he had placed blame on his subordinates before, and took credit for their work. That's how he became a leader in the first place. His uncle had been covering for him too. Tenka, what have you done? What is this? Damn it! Damn it! This wasn't supposed to happen! After all of that was revealed, Asui was fired. His uncle couldn't deal with his demotion and quit too. Yikes! What is this? Asui switched jobs, but he made the amateur mistake of giving a rival some information on a client. He was sued by the company for losses. Oh, Tsubasa! And Hirokawa-san, was it? Welcome! Look, I have to lie down for most of the day, so I made it so I can work while lying down! Jeez. 2 months after the project finished, I was still working freelance. Daichi, Hinokawa-san and I decided to start a company. We were meeting to talk about it. Daichi hadn't given up on his dream. He had gone through rehab. After Daichi collapsed, the other employees at his company started to come out. The company revised its working conditions quickly. There are a lot of difficult companies in the world, but I hope we keep moving in a positive direction. You should rest for a while still. Your job is to watch us work. Why? I'm not fully back yet, but my heart is here. Or what? You want me to watch you two flirt with each other?
What does it look like?
Huh? What are you saying? Don't be rude to Hinokawa-san. Ew, it's fine if you can't read a room, but learn to read a woman's heart.
It's okay. I'll take my time to make Mochizuki-san fall for me.
What? I didn't understand what she meant. Daichi called out to me. Tsubasa, we're gonna create so much! Apps make people happy! Jeez, I guess. When you stray away from normal, a lot of people will call that losing. But I don't think there's winning or losing in life, because everyone is different. What's important is to move in a direction that you won't regret. I want to keep trusting myself from here on out. By the way, soon, Hinokawa-san would be coming at me with everything she's got. But that's a story for next time. The cause of high blood pressure is overwork. If you push yourself too hard, you risk heart disease and stroke. Huh? I was working as a mechanic day and night, and my body finally sent out an SOS. It's not okay to continue working while taking pills or something? No, it's already bad, so treatment is a priority. My current job has been my dream job since I was a kid. I like making things, and I thought the bigger the thing, the cooler it was. I was reminded that if I continue like this, I'll develop arteriosclerosis in my 20s. That's bad. If I prioritize my health, the best thing to do is switch to office work. But I'll have to give up the job I love. Office work is not necessarily easy either, so I want to do my current job while I can. But that was not allowed, because life is long, and I will have to take care of my parents in the future. I guess it's time to quit, huh? Even if you love doing it, your body won't always keep up with it, huh? I gave up on my dreams, but life continued beyond that. It's been 5 years since then. At the age of 33, I, Mogami Murayama, became an ordinary office worker. Alright, this should do.
Papa, did you make my chair? Hurry, hurry!
I loved making stuff, even before I aspired to become a mechanic. Now, I use those skills as a DIY carpenter. I make furniture, toys, and other things at the behest of my daughter, Asahi.
Mom, Dad made me a chair. Look, look! As expected from him, the shape and color are perfect. It was hard to find a perfect one.
Considering how picky you are, it was faster to make it myself. My wife, Sakurako, works as an interior coordinator and has a strong passion for interior design. Well, I enjoy making things, and Asahi loves it too. So the whole family enjoys DIY at home. Ah, hey! I told you not to lift heavy things. What if you hurt your shoulder?
Oh, you're a worrier. I'll be fine as long as I don't force myself.
No, once your body's damaged, it will not heal completely, so you have to be careful. Then one day, Sakurako, who always takes Asahi to and from nursery school, had to work overtime. So I came to pick her up instead. Asahi smiled when she saw me. Thanks for waiting, Asahi. Have you been a good girl?
Oh, Dad! Hey, this is my dad. Dad made my room for me. He made my desk and chair too. Wow, that's amazing. Is he a carpenter? That's nice.
Next to her is Asahi's friend, Kaho-chan. Listening to the children's conversations, I felt happy.
What? Desk too? No way. Maybe you don't have money to buy furniture?
Then, a flashy-dressed woman laughed, making fun of me. It's just a hobby. It's got nothing to do with money.
I'm Kuchiko Okitama, Kaho's mother. I mean, isn't DIY a poor man's self-satisfaction? If you want something made to order, why not ask a professional craftsman? I guess you don't have the luxury to do that.
After laughing for a while, she took Kaho-chan with her and left. How terrible.
Dad? a bad thing?
No, it's just that people have different tastes and values. After all, Kaho-chan said it was amazing, right?
Yeah, Kaho-chan said it's amazing.
I asked Sakurako later, and it seems that Okitama has always had a tendency to look down on people, and it's become a hot topic of conversation. Even though the childcare worker gave her a warning, there was no sign of improvement. I guess she's troublesome.
Papa! You came to pick me up today too? You were early.
Yeah, I was able to get off work early today. Oh, when I went to pick up Kaho the next week, I saw an unfamiliar man. Hello, I'm Shonai Okitama, Kaho's father. It seems like my wife is always causing trouble. Oh, no, I'm Mogami Murayama, Asahi's father. It's rare that you're here. Oh, I'm the same, but... Actually, when I questioned my wife about her behavior at the nursery school, she became sulky, and I had to get off work early to pick her up. It must be hard for you. It takes some time for my wife to get back in the mood, so I decided to let Kaho play until the evening and buy a bento for dinner. I'm like her servant. It's the fate of a boring office worker. The husband seems to be a very kind-hearted person. The reason why Kaho-chan is so nice is probably due to his influence.
Hey Dad, Kaho-chan is going to the park now. I want to go too.
Huh, 6:30 p.m., huh? The sun is setting late now, so... As long as you're okay with it, Okitama-san. He said he would love to, so Asahi and I decided to go to the park as well. Whoa, your director suggests you to get off work early? Yes, when I asked him to let me leave on time, he said I should spend more time with my kids. I thought he's difficult to approach because he is the son of a company president, but he turned out to be a nice guy. He's a fellow gamer too. It's nice to have someone you can relate to as your boss. I bow my head all the time. As I talked with Shonai-san, we realized that we were from the same area, and we immediately hit it off. But my previous job required me to work day and night, and even during the year end, so I'm glad I changed jobs. Maybe you changed jobs when your child was born? Well, no. It all started when I got sick. I realized I shouldn't force myself. At that, Shonai-san's expression suddenly darkened. I was the same. At my previous job, I worked to the limit and ended up resigning, causing trouble to so many people. Is that so? Apparently, in his previous job, he was involved in making props for stages and events. However, the company he belonged to was so unethical. The working environment was the worst, and staying up all night was common. Then one day, Shonai-san, who was working on a stage set, fell from a 3-meter stepladder due to anemia. He happened to fall on an AD who was passing by. The AD was no longer able to continue working due to surgery and rehab. I am truly sorry. It turned out to be a pretty gloomy conversation. What should I do to change the atmosphere?
Dad, what are you doing?
Asahi's head strikes my chin. I saw a star in front of my eyes.
Let's play, Dad. You just keep talking.
I'm sorry. Mogami-san! Oh, please stay strong! Mogami-san! After that, I exchanged contact with Shonai-san, and since then, we have been in touch. Hey, Sakurako, what do you think about the person who caused you to quit your job?
What's up all of a sudden? Well, in my case, it couldn't be helped. At that time, I had a lot of things on my mind, but I was able to meet you thanks to that, so everything's okay.
We met on the matchmaking party. We learned that we had both quit our dream jobs due to unique circumstances. We hit it off and started dating right away.
Mommy! You know, Kaho-chan wants to see my room. Can I invite her?
The next day, Asahi, who was eating dinner after returning from nursery school, asked Sakurako.
Oh, I would welcome Kaho-chan, but that means I'll have to call that mom, too.
Sakurako looks troubled. I totally understand how she feels. Then, I'm friends with Kaho-chan's dad, so I guess I'll ask him about it. Then, Sakurako vigorously nodded. Yeah, I get you. But guess what? Kaho-chan and her mother arrived an hour earlier than the scheduled time.
Why?
What happened to Shonai-san? I heard that he would be coming with Kaho-chan.
Oh, is it so strange that her mother came? I only came because Kaho said she was looking forward to it.
What a bold person. She probably took Kaho-chan away without even asking Shonai-san.
Wow! Maybe everything in this room is handmade? Yeah. My husband is mainly in charge of the furniture, and I make other stuff.
When Sakurako served tea, Okitama smelled it and said, "I don't want it," and gave her back the cup.
Oh, did you make that candle too? Are you putting withered flowers in there? That's a botanical candle, and it has dried flowers in it. It's not withered.
Fortunately, Kaho-chan was so absorbed in chatting with Asahi that she didn't notice whatever her mother was saying. Even though Okitama kept complaining, Kaho-chan and she inspected every corner of her place.
Asahi-chan's room is amazing. It looks like a princess's room. Hey, silly. Stop touching. It's handmade and probably defective. It will break easily and you will get hurt. That kind of attitude is disrespectful and not good to show the kids.
Sakurako, who couldn't bear to watch it, complained. However, Okitama shows no sign of remorse.
Oh? Did I hurt you by telling you the truth? Sorry! I'm an honest person. Well, it seems that you're having a hard time making a living, so it can't be helped. I just do my job because I love it. The same goes for DIY. I'm doing it to make my life richer. Aw, since your life is so miserable, you have to do something to make it at least a little better, huh? I feel sorry for you. Mom?
Kaho-chan finally became suspicious of her mother's attitude, and she began to look troubled. Asahi, show Kaho-chan our garden. The tulips must be blooming.
Yeah! Kaho-chan, come here! Mama, you come too!
Asahi took Kaho-chan's hand and headed outside. I sent them off and glared at Okitama. As for you, go home.
Huh? Are you just asking me to leave? Are you, like, insane?
How about repeating that line in front of the mirror? Also, he must be coming soon. Why do you do such selfish things? You cause trouble for Mogami-san. When Okitama came, I immediately contacted Shonai-san. He rushed over immediately. Shonai-san, who was being guided by me, turned angry as he saw his wife.
Huh! I wasn't just trying to make a new mom friend. What's wrong with that?
And how is your attitude helping you make a new friend? Mogami-san, I'm sorry. I also need to apologize to your wife.
There's no need to apologize. Isn't it disgusting that everything in this house is handmade?
But when Shonai-san looked around the room, he became surprised. Huh? Are all these handmade? Huh? Well, yes. Amazing! The sanding is done beautifully, and there's no uneven color. No distortion or misalignment of parts. Shonai-san praises us endlessly, and his wife was shocked. Ah, Shonai-san, you used to make props. You are more of an expert than us. As expected of a former aviation mechanic. Compared to inspecting an airplane, these must have been a piece of cake. No. Please stop praising us so much. Yes, I was working as an aircraft mechanic, so I think I'm pretty good at DIY.
Huh? What? Isn't he just a poor office worker?
First of all, they live in such a great house, and the materials they've used for these items are splendid. Where are your eyes?
But I don't see any brand name products, and I thought they went over budget to buy this house too. So I guess they're having a hard time.
Huh? What the hell? You just assumed all that and made fun of them? How stupid can you get? Besides, whatever they do is their business, and you have no right to interfere. Stop messing around. Is it fun to cause trouble and harass everyone at the nursery school?
Well, I'm just being honest. Why are you suddenly so angry? You've been kind to me up until now.
I've reached my limit. Is it okay to make fun of people because you're honest? Are you serious? I've warned you so many times. As Shonai-san keeps on reproaching her, she keeps backing away. Her face is pale.
What the heck? Your father is my dad's subordinate, right? Is it okay for you to treat me like that?
It's true that your father took care of my dad, so I ended up going through an arranged marriage with you. But I don't want Kaho to have a mother who causes trouble to others like this. So choose. Get a divorce, or quit being a housewife and work full-time. Here and now. Shonai-san seems to be serious. His sharp gaze is colder than anything I've ever seen before. What chaos?
Divorce is no good. I don't even want to imagine what my dad will say to me. Work, I'll work, so no divorce, please.
Well, then first of all, apologize to Mogami-san, to his wife too. Prompted by her furious husband, she apologized to us with trembling shoulders.
I'm sorry for being rude.
Sure. After apologizing to his wife too, go home and check out the job advertisements. Find a job prospect by the end of the day.
I get it!
The wife rushes out of my house in a panic. Shonai-san was scary. When I used to work on sets, I was yelling all the time, so I was being careful not to do that at home. But I couldn't hold it anymore. She ended up causing you trouble. I'm really sorry. Shonai-san is depressed. He's back to his calm self, and I felt relieved. So he was just controlling his anger, not being obedient to his wife.
Kaho-chan's mom just came to apologize to me and went home. Did something happen?
I'm sorry, ma'am. I couldn't greet you until now. When Shonai-san saw Sakurako, he was surprised. Are you Sakurako Nishikawa-san?
Huh? Okitama-san? I thought your wife had the same last name, but... So it was you?
They seem to know each other. That means... So, Shonai-san is the man whom you helped when you used to work at a TV station? Shonai-san then kneeled down on the spot. Sakurako and I were surprised. I'm truly sorry about what happened then, and I don't know how to thank you for saving my life.
Oh, it's okay now. At that time I just moved reflexively.
When Sakurako was an AD, she caught a man falling from a stepladder and got a serious injury to her shoulder. After surgery, she was able to move it again, but she can't lift anything heavy now. If you hadn't caught me, I would have died, but because of that...
It's fine. I've recovered now and you sent me so much solace money and so many sweets. You were also a victim for being forced to overwork, so please don't apologize to me.
Sakurako offers a handkerchief to Shonai-san, who is shedding tears.
Plus, I'm happy now. I was able to meet my husband, and I was able to turn my hobby into a job. So, Okitama-san, please cherish the happiness you have now. Dad? What happened?
Kaho-chan notices her father's condition and hugs him. He also hugged Kaho-chan. Yes, thanks to you, I can live with Kaho. I'm really thankful to you. Sakurako smiles happily. He looked genuinely happy and had a proud smile on his face. Oh yeah, Sakurako used to work as an AD because she wanted to see people smile. Afterwards, Shonai-san's wife applied for a part-time job the same day to avoid her divorce. She had no work experience. She got scolded every day and finally learned about the hardships of working people. Shonai-san investigated his wife's behavior at the nursery school and reported it to her father. He was depressed, saying, "I thought she would change a little after she got married." His wife doesn't say anything sarcastic anymore. Sakurako didn't seem to care, as long as she feels sorry.
Dad, who are you talking to?
Oh, Kaho-chan's dad and I were talking about wanting to make some play equipment for you and Kaho-chan.
For real?
As Shonai-san realized that his wife didn't appreciate DIY, he never did it at home until now. But he became influenced by me and decided to stop holding back. Now, he wants to make stuff for his daughter. He just sent me an image of the blueprint. It looks like it's gonna be a huge project.
Oh, hey! Don't neglect your wife. Let me in too.
Sakurako takes away my phone. She looks sulky. Sorry, don't get mad. You and Asahi are the most important for me. A dream you've had for a long time. Even if you make it come true, it may end suddenly midway through. But I don't think your life will be sad just because of that. Because, you see, I have someone I love with me and I'm happy. Life still goes on. We have a surprisingly long way to go. I think it's important to enjoy the moment.